Legend of the Shield. Bridgwater Medical.
Mrs. Brown now on to one of our main stories. Following the recent shuttle disaster and the subsequent Sedis poisoning, Solarus Enterprises has been swift to provide relief efforts for the men and women caught by the disaster. The newly opened subsidiary, Bridgwater Medical, has established a string of specialist facilities throughout the South London area. A statement released this morning indicates that Ezoc Lotleth, the newly appointed head of this organisation, will be...
Familiarising yourself with the office, I see.
I didn't know you walked with a cane.
There are a lot of things you don't know, Mr. Lotleth. This, however, it's no secret I've had attempts on my life. One was closer than most others, and today it's been playing up. Enjoying a newfound role?
I still don't understand this. What is your game? I'm an engineer, not some businessman, far less anything to do with medical care.
You don't trust me.
Could I? It wasn't that long ago that, after we spoke, someone tried to kill me shortly afterwards. Twice.
And they still would if they could, Mr. Lotleth.
As much as I love the idea I'm worth this much effort, I find it hard to believe.
Oh, I'm sure. I've already had word from the IT department, Lotleth.
They seem real nice guys. Do pass on my apologies if I left their security systems in a mess.
You could simply have asked. The sad truth of the matter is, Mr. Lotleth, that you're involved in a very delicate matter, and it's become in my interest to keep you alive and in the public eye.
Why? I checked out this Bridgwater crap. You deliberately crashed the shuttle and poisoned thousands, yet you have this medical system ready to roll out hours later. You aren't charging people for it. I don't understand what you're trying to do.
It pays to be prepared, Mr. Lotleth. Another reason why you might find that the improvised devices you tried to hide around your office were removed last night after you left. Tell me, do you expect me to try and kill you here?
You brought me here. You made me a corporate honcho with one of your companies. Excuse me for feeling a little confused about what's going on.
Very well then, let's be blunt. You're a scapegoat, Mr. Lotleth, a very handsomely paid scapegoat.
What?
Let's be clear. Sedis poisoning has no cure. Extraction is painful and often lethal. Our operation on the Martian mines have taught us at least that much. Bridgwater's role, or more precisely your role, is to provide some veil of comfort to hide the truth from the public, that almost everyone out there affected will die. All except a few.
So I'm the fall guy?
Yes.
Go to hell.
I understand your reluctance, but you're being well paid for this. You can always go back to the street if you'd prefer.
You could get any idiot from the company to take the fall for Bridgewater's failure. Except I know that Bridgewater isn't equipped for just some doomed medical care. You have science teams attached to it, databases ready to roll out. What are they for? Chemical weapons? Biowarfare?
Not exactly.
That's it, isn't it? You're using this to research chemical weapons. You're trying to use me to research, and that's why you needed a weapons engineer. You cold-hearted bastard.
As much as I enjoy your conspiracy theories, Mr. Lotleth, the truth is far simpler. Sedis poisoning has only 3 outcomes. You live, you die, or you change.
Change? What do you mean, change?
A recent discovery. Some of our investors have made us aware of a side effect of the Sedis 9 specifically. Those same investors hired us to develop a chemical catalyst for it. With this catalyst, the Sedis can force mutation in several living organisms, but most specifically in humans. It works differently for everyone. Some are evolved, some have devolved. Some have latent dormant genes unlocked within them. The process itself is not well understood, only the results.
What results?
A new stage for humanity, or potentially the last one. To put it plainly, Mr. Lotleth, the Sedis unlocks supernatural or evolved abilities. Given the right circumstances, of course.
Superpowers and mutants, is that what you're suggesting?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Deliberately crashed a shuttle and poisoned thousands to create a handful of superheroes?
I suppose you could put it that way, but the shuttle was always coming down. We just made sure it did so where we could make the best use of it.
Why would you do that?
sometimes the terrible choice is still the best one. We weren't the only ones contacted to do this. We still aren't. Think of it. What a country like the Sino-Alliance, or Russia, or even the Americans may do with this information. The British are already sniffing around trying to find out what's going on, and now, instead, we have this chance. Better a corporation than a nation-state. Don't you agree?
You figured you'd recruit some poor bastards for yourself then, eh? So you expect me to what? Oversee them so you can hide them away?
We'll do what we can to help those affected, Lotleth. But if we can't, I need someone in charge with enough knowledge of weapons to know the dangers each mutation poses, and someone with enough awareness to understand what each mutant may mean to other, shall we say, interested parties. That's why I had you placed on the moon, so you could keep watch for me on what was going on. And that is why I need you here, now.
You say this would have always happened. Who is doing it? Why?
Did you never wonder where the Sedis came from? Why it suddenly appeared out of nowhere just as all other energy sources began to fail? Make no mistake, Mr. Lotleth. There are monsters out there, and if you cannot stop them, you must learn to temper them.
And why are they trying to kill me exactly?
Some are very eager to see our efforts fail, Lotleth. They saw you as a spy, and therefore see only right to try and eliminate you. At least in this role, when they try, they risk exposing themselves to the rest of the world.
That's not very comforting.
It's not meant to be. Needless to say, you're welcome to leave whenever you choose. But if you do, you're on your own.
Fine, I'll play along for now. But I don't appreciate being used.
Very good. Then we'll talk again. But for now, I believe Kirton Walsh is awaiting your interview, Mr. Lotleth.